Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here to the start of this week's Fan Fridays, and I don't even know what is going to happen in this battle. I was just told there's a lot of crazy mechanics and stuff going on, so I think that will be a good way to start the day. So let's get into it, and now I just kind of have to stall. I don't know what's going on between the Ferrothorn, Gardevoir, and the Togekiss. It's just going to be some weird things happening, and while we have to wait for this intro sequence as a Pokemon hit the field, a little bit of, like, you know, that half second of the shiny animation, gotta figure out what to do with my commentary, but now it looks like we can get into the battle once we see Gardevoir pick up the Iron Barbs. I mean, Trace does some cool things sometimes. So Gardevoir actually leading off with the trick. So Scarf Gardevoir, classic, and now Ferrothorn is a little bit shut down, so Ferrothorn going to use that Leaf Seed, getting that setup going for itself. However, that is Scarfed, and it does bring a question, like, do you just stay in and use Leaf Seed again? Because the opponent could really just want to use this as a switch opportunity, since it knows Ferrothorn wants to switch. That's going to be a switch out from the Ferrothorn into the Gliscor, and it looks like Gardevoir is just staying in to pressure damage. So coming in with that Psychic now, and Gliscor taking a huge hit. Oh my goodness. And then also Gardevoir getting leftovers. So, Gardevoir's going to be in an interesting position, doing pretty well for itself. But Gliscor, oh, with that Leech Seed, is going to be very powerful as well. Fearless as it switches in to the Psychic. But yeah, I think that works for the Gardevoir as well. That Psychic would have done like no damage to the Ferrothorn, so leaving the Ferrothorn in would have also had some weird trading potential. But now we got the Poison going. Gliscor just grabbing a quarter of its health every turn. That's massive. Like, look at that. Boom. That's going to be an 8th, and then we're going to see the Poison Heal at the end turn, and it already used Protect, so it gets to survive now. It gets to do something to the Gardevoir, and Gliscor is going to get that Toxic down. All right. And then, you know, you just get quarter health, Protect, get quarter health. The Psychic does a little more damage, so I don't know what Gliscor can necessarily do about that. Yeah, that's a big hit. And if it gets half its health back, it's not going to have enough to keep going. But I mean, at that point, you could switch out going to Ferrothorn and then just hit like a massive Gyro Ball. Because I mean, Scarf Ferrothorn, that could get funny again in some situations. We're going to see if that actually ends up playing out. So that's going to be the Poison and then the Withdraw from wow, okay, Withdraw into Ferrothorn. So now running his own Ferrothorn. As Gliscor goes for the Protect, that's okay, because Poison Heal, like, okay, sure. The Leech Seed isn't doing annoying things, and Gardevoir was taking massive amounts of damage. Toxic building up into that, into the Leech Seed, that's going to hurt. But Iron Barbs, Rocky Helmet, Gliscor losing so much health as Ferrothorn actually goes for the Stealth Rock. Not the worst thing that could happen, and it's kind of a late Stealth Rock, but you know, it's still going to affect the Togekiss pretty well. Ferrothorn doesn't really care. It doesn't have leftovers, though. And then Protect, just so Gliscor can start to get some of that health back. Can't Toxic Ferrothorn. Can't Leech Seed Ferrothorn. It's just a... It's an anti... It's an anti-Pokemon right there. Wow, but the Roost. Okay. It's got Roost. Never mind. Everything's good. We all happy. GG. But the Leech Seed will land onto Gliscor, and while it is a pretty good stall situation, I mean, we're just going to see enough from the Poison Heal to where it doesn't really matter. So, Poison Heal comes in, and, yep, Leech Seed mitigated. We're not really trying to damage the Ferrothorn, so it looks like Gliscor is just going to leave in a pretty good position, and now Ferrothorn comes in against the Ferrothorn, but it's a Scarf, and there's an Iron Head, and then it's like Rocky Helmet, Iron Barbs, can't Leech Seed, so it's like they're just going to chip away at each other, and this might be just a battle of struggling, but no! Ferrothorn comes in with the Curse, but it's Scarf Curse, and it's just there to, like, get the Ferrothorn out of there. It's like, alright, if you're going to be stubborn on your Ferrothorn, you're losing more health to the, to my Iron Barbs than anything else. Now, the Rocky Helmet got knocked off, so that means we know that it wasn't, like, leftovers or anything. I don't know what the opponent's doing though. He's just letting it happen as Ferrothorn's setting up Curse and takes less damage. So this is one of the more interesting stall battles I've seen. And if the opponent switches out, yeah, you just go back into the Gliscor. Gardevoir starts to take Toxic again. My Lodic is in this time. So yeah, Milotic might be able to do something, but Scald's not going to do a lot of damage. Ice Beam's not going to be crazy. Ferrothorn doesn't have, like, Sustain at this point. So does it just, like, it can't really do anything. If there's a Toxic on Gardevoir or some kind of status, it might be worth just to sit in. But yeah, now you just get that free switch. So Ferrothorn switching out into the Togekiss. Kind of expected. But that's going to be Stealth Rocks. And then Milotic with the Aqua Ring. So Milotic going for the setup. It could have and should have gone for the Ice Beam, to be honest, but I don't think that would have taken out the Togekiss. Togekiss just too strong. And then Ferrothorn coming in on that switch, and we're going to see Togekiss go for the trick. Oh, no. Okay, this battle is done. This battle is done right now. We got double choice Scarf Ferrothorn. Oh, and Togekiss switches out, too, going into the Ferrothorn. And now, I guess, is that going to be stuck on the Leech Seed? Or what's the opponent doing? Iron Head. Wow. All right, so the Iron Head trading off right there. Iron Barbs. Looks like it tried to just really hurt the Togekiss. But now that really means nothing. And then Curse set up once again. I don't know how long Togekiss can get away with that, though. Like, if the opponent wants to be... I think at this point, you know, you just sacrifice the Ferrothorn. You come in neutrally on the Togekiss, and you just try to beat things up. Without the Scarf, though, Togekiss isn't able to do as much, but it can still flinch down the Milotic. It has huge advantage against the Ferrothorn. And then Gardevoir, or yeah, Gardevoir doesn't want to do anything because it's toxic. So yeah, Ferrothorn's going to keep using that Curse. What happens next? And Milotic wanted to get that Aqua Ring set up, and it couldn't, because yeah, you Scarf, and then it's trying to Aqua Ring, and it's doing low damage. Ferrothorn comes in, stalls out anyways. Togekiss switch out again. Pointed Stone's going to suck, and Hydro Pump from Milotic, but it will miss. That's what happens when you play those accuracy games. And Togekiss, there's the outspeed into the Air Slash. So, yeah, the opponent also doesn't want this to happen. It's like, ah, come on. If I can get rid of Togekiss, if I can just commit, I'll take some damage, but then he can't switch into it anymore. It's mostly just like the Gliscor is so pressured by the Milotic and by the Gardevoir. It's just not the best thing. But at least Ferrothorn's going to have a hard time, you know, shoving out. Oh, no, and then... here it is, guys. This is what I thought when I saw... oh, and then it's a forfeit. I was about to say, this is what I thought when I saw the submission. I was like, okay, is Togekiss going to clean it up? I mean, Togekiss against that team is going to have a beautiful, wonderful time. Minus, like, the Scarf on the Gardevoir. Because, like, you just hurt everything. Milotic doesn't do a lot of damage to you. That's flinch bait. You just remove Ferrothorn from the game. And then same for the Milotic. I think Milotic's a pretty easy 3-shot. And then, you know, high chance to flinch, can't one-shot you back, and that's good to go. But yeah, the Gliscor, it worked for the stall, just like forced the Milotic out. And then things got weird, and we saw Scarf Curse on the Ferrothorn. So that was pretty wild. Two different things kind of clashing and then stalling out, so that's kind of it. So you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all enjoy the video. Hope to see you guys in the next Fan Fridays as well.